This morning, President Trump defending his defense secretary, Pete Hegseth, amid mounting scrutiny of U.S. boat strikes near Venezuela.
I have great confidence in him.
The controversy centering on September 2nd strikes on a boat the Trump administration alleges was carrying illegal drugs. On Friday, the Washington Post reporting, citing two sources, that after the first strike left survivors, a second strike was conducted to comply with a Hegseth order to kill all on board. Trump responding on Air Force One.
He said he did not say that, and I believe him 100%.
And asked if the second strike would be legal.
Number one, I don't know that happened. And Pete said he did not want them. He didn't even know what people were talking about. So we'll look into it. But no, I wouldn't have wanted that, not a second strike.
Hegseth posting our current operations in the Caribbean are lawful. In a rare break with the president, Republican leaders of the Senate and House Armed Services Committees are pledging rigorous oversight.
I don't think he would be foolish enough to make this decision to say, kill everybody, kill the survivors, because that's a clear violation of the law of war.
Obviously, if that occurred, that would be very serious, and I agree that would be an illegal act.
Over the past few months, U.S. boat strikes have killed more than 80 people. The Trump administration says the attacks are necessary to fight drug cartels, but has not provided evidence of its allegations about the boats. The U.S. has also been sending thousands of troops to the Caribbean. The president now posting that all airlines should consider the airspace above and surrounding Venezuela to be closed. Asked whether that meant an airstrike was imminent.
Don't read anything into it.
For his part, Hegseth is brushing off the controversy over the alleged second strike. Overnight, posting a meme of a children's cartoon turtle targeting narco-terrorists. President Trump, meanwhile, is confirming that he recently spoke by phone with Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro, though he did not share details of their conversation. Chanel?
All right, Gabe, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.